All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing on the roll, guys. I'm gonna try to not make this super long, but I got a lot to talk about. This is the end of April. We're going into May. People are literally making money in the organization in their first 72 hours. We've been talking about it so much. It's been a part of the game plan for a while now, but now that we put a focus on it, it's actually manifesting. You got to understand, I've been in this over almost 3 years, and I vividly remember different times in the organization where, you know, it was a hit or miss if somebody was going to become successful. It was a hit or miss if somebody was going to have some type of fast result. It's not a hit or miss no more. It's not a hit or miss no more. We got different things going on in different pockets of the entire organization where people are plugging into a system, plugging into a culture, and they're having trading results. Trading results is something as easy as Platinum 150 is the foundation of the business. If you can help people make trading money, and you can help people go Platinum 150, you're going to always have residuals coming to you every Friday. Write that down. If I can help people make trading money, and I can help people make residual income of at least $150 a month, I will always have residual income coming to me on Fridays. All right? If you're doing this for some other reason outside of making residual income every Friday, then some of the things that I might be talking about on this call won't resonate with you. It won't really pertain to you. But if you're looking for at least a $500 check every Friday, a $1,250 check, a $2,500 check, or beyond, then you really, really, really want to plug in right now. You really, really, really want to take some type of notes on some of the stuff that I'm going to talk about. All right? I always do this. I'm going to let the cat out the bag. I never really prepare for a call. I always take notes like an hour before the call starts on like just different topics I'm going to talk about. And as I was doing that, it's 1 o'clock here in San Diego. As I was doing that at 12:15, Vince, Canapreneur, some of you guys know him, he got on the phone with his grandmother. And his grandmother was just, I wasn't really in their conversation, but she started saying some things that had grabbed my attention. She was on speaker. And she said one scripture, all right, I'm going to read this. She said, "Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open. Ask and it shall be given to you." Let me say that one more time. Seek, actually going out your way. How many people went to a GoPro event? How many people went to a Bob Proctor event? How many people went to London? How many people been to consecutive events? How many people are plugging into all of these opportunity calls, even if you don't got no guests, just so you can learn how to do the opportunity call? How many people are calling people who having success and asking, "Hey, can you just give me any tips or tricks that can, you know, better my situation?" How many people are talking to people outside of Retire Rich? How many people are going to find resources? Are you really seeking so you can find? Or are you doing just the cute stuff, the bare minimum, right? Just the stuff that you can post on Instagram, all right? Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open. Make your presence felt. When you knock on the door, the person on the other side of the door know that you're there. So now the odds of the door actually opening up is like a 95%. Unless you're a bill collector or a Jehovah's Witness, we're more than likely at least going to go to the peephole to see who out there. Knock. Make your presence felt. What are you doing to stand out in the organization? This last week, she did something that just stood out. She got about 15 different flyers floating around on the internet and through her organization and her group chats with her different leaders, her different leader, her different leader. So many people showing the plan with her this week, you have no choice but to notice if you're in that energy, you're part of that frequency, right? You have no choice but to notice. So what are you doing to stand out? What are you doing? The flyers are not free. We both got the same flyer person. I know what she pays for flyers. She knows what I pay for flyers. But are you really knocking so the door can be open? And then the last part, ask and it shall be given unto you. It shall be given to you. Ask. That's the verb. Ask. When you ask, that involves using your mouth. That involves using your mouth. A lot of people are not having the physical results that you want because your mouth is not allowing you to. Hold on. I'm gonna make it make sense. Your mouth, what is coming out of your mouth? Okay, I'm not saying negative things though. When somebody's not being coachable or trainable, I don't talk about it. I'm actually not doing that. When people don't show up to the call, I don't talk about it. I only talk about what's good. I don't even vent to my upline about what's not going right no more. I don't vent. That stuff, I see it, I erase it, I keep it moving. What's coming out of, what are you asking for? What are you really asking for? Now, I'm gonna talk about some skills. I'm gonna talk about some stuff that you need to do, right? Some things that needs to happen that I feel like is gonna increase your organization by 2.5 times between today and May 31st. How many people just got excited about that? Let me say this again. I have some information that I'm about to talk about on this call that I truly believe is going to help your organization, whatever your organization is right now, is going to help you do 2.5 times that before June 1st. All right? But I got to talk about the super. I got to talk about the part that really counts. Because if you don't understand this stuff right here, I can train till I'm blue in the face. You can listen to as many mentors, you can get on as many mornings with Ninos as you want. But if you don't understand this part right here, the mindset mastery with Riyadh is David got a call tomorrow, but you want it, you want time, but I'm talking about things that's going to get you results. I'm results driven. I'm talking about things, everything I do, yeah. Pick what you got to take out of this so you can get the results that you're looking for in your organization, all right? So understand 10% is all God asked for. 10%. 10% is all God asked for. %. So what does that mean? Every time I get paid, 10% I invest into my business. 10% bare minimum, right? I invest a lot more than 10%. But 10% goes into helping somebody else. 10% goes into something that's going to benefit all parties involved. I'm tithing 10% to my church, right? We ain't even been to church. I get the little text message and I just send money without even thinking about it, talking about it, nothing. All God asks for is the 10%. If you can't do this, you don't deserve to be a millionaire. You probably, you might be able to get to 6 figures without doing this. So it's going to be very hard to get to millionaire status because of the law of sowing and reaping. All God, write this down. All God asks for is 10%. If you give him the 10%, he will give you the 90%. If you give God the 10%, he will give you the 90%. You have to determine what that 10% is. But you can't cheat. You can lie to me. You can lie to JBL. You can lie to Pax. You can lie to T. But you can't lie to God. You can't lie to the inner you. You can't lie to yourself. So when you tithe and you do it without even thinking about what's going to come back, but you know something's going to come back. I'm telling you, that's how you're going to get supernatural results. Supernatural results, not just results. We're talking about, damn, you was a P600, you went P1000, you deranked, you got P1000 back, you deranked again, you've been at P600, boom, then all of a sudden, you know, you're platinum 5000 before June 1st. You platinum 2000 before May 15th. All right? So definitely take notes on this, because everyone who don't take notes, everyone who like just listening in on calls, now obviously I see somebody cutting hell, but they on the call. All right? If you're driving, obviously you can't take notes right now. But if you're not doing anything that's preventing you from taking notes and you don't take notes, guess what? The people who are not taking notes 5 years from now are going to be somewhere still not taking notes, still not living the life that they want, still not getting results, still not having anything supernatural happening to them, and you're damn sure ain't got nobody taking notes on you. So please, it's not me. I'm nobody. I'm definitely not the greatest mentor, and I am. We got a lot of great leadership here, but God is flowing something through me today that I got to get out to you guys. Just take this voice, take my voice just for the next hour, guys. I promise you I'm not about to lead you astray. I'm about to give it to you, and I got it like all right here. But as an organization, as a total org, right? And I know we got, you know, a few other people on the call. As an organization, you have to think, how is my team, my organization standing out? See, this is a P600 and up call. If you went P6, guess what? You have a team. Guess what? If everybody quit, you still had a team. So I'm going to look at you like you still got a team. You have your own organization within the organization. Some of you guys have an organization within an organization that's within an organization. How is your team, the people that are sponsored and active underneath you, how are they going to stand out? What are you doing that's separating you from the herd, from the crowd? It's over 200, listen to what I'm about to tell you. It's over 200 million people in multi-level marketing around the world. 200 million. All right? What makes the 3% that hit 6 figures and beyond stand out? I know some of it got to do with their consistency. Some of it got to do with their focus. Some of it got to do with their commitment level. Some of it has to do with the way they're speaking. Some of it has to do with the way they carry themselves. Some people are not going to get on a call unless they look a certain way. You can't see me in my bummy booger in my eye. Some people are really thinking that much. They're not going to post something on social media unless it's up to par. They develop a standard and then they just spit it out. Some people are really putting that much work into the details. What's the word? I don't want to say thirsty, but get obsessive about the details. Don't let it take up all your time, but get obsessive about the details. The tonality of your voice, the way you pronunciate words, the way you shake somebody's hand, the way you get on the phone in the beginning of a three-way and you already orchestrate what the energy is going to be. Get obsessive with the details. This is chairman talk. If you can't comprehend, then maybe this is not the call for you. All right? But if you understand this, I don't know if you can use this for trading, right? We're not talking about trading right now. But you have to get focused on the details because we're dealing with people. We're dealing with people. And you have to be the standard. You have to be the role model. You have to be somebody, even if everything's not perfect. Lord knows everything's not perfect about me. But I know I hold myself to a certain standard. And I know since 2017 to now, I've grown in ways that I never thought I would grow. Somebody came to me the other day about cross-recruiting the whole organization, and I talked them out of doing that. No, we're not moving like that. But yeah, they would cross-recruit our people, so what? I got to hold myself to a certain standard because we're looking for supernatural results. I'm not depending on man. Remember that quote that I gave you in the beginning? Seek and you shall find. Knocking the door will be open. Asking it shall be given to you. It only works. All right, what's your grandma say, Canterpreneur? It only works if you put your trust in God. You want to Matthew 7:7. You want to take God out of there. It only works if you put your trust in the unseen substance, the unseen power, the unseen energy. All right. So I'm telling you, you gotta really start to picture this. Write this down. This is what I want to talk about before we get into the physical stuff. Most people, 90% of people, want the life. They want chairman. They want chairman 50. They want to have a closet full of designer and be able to drive a nice car and have the penthouse all to yourself, no roommates. You want all these things. You want to give back to these, you want to do these things for your people. You want to do these things. You say you want it, but guess what? The goal is that you want it. You're focusing on just wanting it. So next year, you're more than likely going to still be wanting it. The year after that, you still want it. The year after that, you still want it because you're picturing yourself just wanting it. You have to begin to literally do the lame shit, do the corny stuff, do the stuff that people would laugh at you about. When I went to go window shop, I had my friends that's in my friends group chat, like my real friends, way before network marketing. I got a group chat that we are all in. It's about 11 of us, 12 of us. They were teasing me back in 2018. Look at this dude going in the mall window shopping, man. That's what the company got y'all doing? Window shopping? Now, guess what? They're asking me how to invest in the cryptocurrency. They're asking me about what's this Forex stuff. All right? And I'm helping them, they're my friends. But you got to understand that you can't get too cool for the corny stuff. Listen, I'm a master at it. I love doing it. It's an obsession. You got to picture what success is going to look like for you. That's Dubai, guys. All right? This is not even mine. I'm not going to take credit for this. This is my girlfriend stuff. All right? She came up with these, but she seen me do it first. All right? Guess what? I seen David do it first. All right? Look at that. That's an all-white. That is sexy. That is what I'm very clear on what my bank account is going to look like at the end of 2021. I'm thinking that far ahead. I'm very clear on what my lifestyle is going to look like. I'm picturing success. Most people, you're not getting any type of success because you can't picture it. Because you never experienced before. You never experienced it. It's not your fault. You haven't experienced it. I can't physically get myself in a private jet, but I can sit here and look at this visualization of it, and I can use my imagination. I didn't go chairman until I started using my imagination. Swear to God. Same work, same showing the plan, same, hey, let's do this trading training and this building training, and we're going to launch this trading campaign. We're going to launch it. Doing the same stuff. But I have to start picturing. Your mind and your imagination is going to be the catalyst to your 6 or 7 figure year. Your mind and your imagination will be the catalyst for your 6 or 7 figure year. Whether it's trading or building the business, guess what? It doesn't matter to me. I want all my people on top of the world. By the end of 2020, when 2021 hit, I'm not thinking about what my net worth is going to be. I'm thinking about what my net worth is going to be. It ain't no reason we should be worth half $100 million in the next 2 years, knowing all the information we know right now. All right. The fuel to your business is your dream. All right? You got to learn how to picture these things. The subconscious mind will find a way to make that picture a reality. What is the subconscious mind? The heart. As a man thinketh in his heart, as a woman thinketh in her heart. If you don't got the picture, Pax, if you don't know me and Pax, we out here in San Diego, this man got a picture of his Chairman 500 flyer everywhere. In the laundry room, in the bathroom, on the back of the door, on top of the ceiling, inside the freezer. He has it everywhere. Why? Because he's tricking his subconscious mind. Once you trick, it can't determine what's real or fake, what's fairy tale fantasy or what's actual reality. So you literally have to trick your subconscious mind on purpose. You got to go out your way to do it. I got the pictures. Look, I know it works. When we had the condo, we don't have the condo no more. Lease over with. When we had the condo, I pictured living there way before I moved, 2 months before I even thought was man enough to apply. My credit's so messed up, I'm like, I'm really going to apply for this thing. And we got in there. But I was picturing it all the time. That was the #1 video on my Instagram, and I used to look at it every day. I put it out on the ground for me 2 months before I actually moved in. I was talking about Dubai in July 2018. Guess what? By September 2018, I'd be ranked from P2000 back to P1000. None of it happened. Dubai in July, I couldn't go to Chicago in July at that time. I was so broke. But I held on to the picture. I held on. Dubai in July, it has a ring to it for a reason. A couple K for the holiday, a couple K for the month of May. I come up with these things and they rhyme for a reason. I know what works for me. You got to figure out what works for you. 2019, July, we were in Dubai. I didn't give up on the vision. I didn't give up on the picture. Whole year I was all on the gram, all on Facebook talking my stuff. And it didn't happen. I didn't go nowhere that July 2018. I'm telling you, it works, it works, it works, it works. When the desire is big enough, you will find a way to make things happen in your business, in your life, in your trading account, with or without your upline, or with or without anybody telling you what to do. I'm about to go the second half of this. We're about to get into some actual things on what to do. But the main thing is picturing what the end result is going to look like. I hope everybody on this call has a gold card. I hope everybody on this call is past that point. We just showed you too many different times that that works. All right? You got to dream and picture it every single day. My gold card is in my wallet, and I made a commitment to myself. Every time I touch my wallet, it doesn't matter where I'm at, who I'm in front of, what I'm doing, I have to say my goal out loud. I have to say it out loud. Why? Because I got to hear it, and I got to see it. I got to hear it, I got to speak it, I got to see it. Because all those things will play a part in the manipulation of your subconscious mind. It's really disconnected. All right, I've been on my Dr. Joe lately. Listen, this stuff works. I was doing these things and it worked. And now I'm looking at people who've been training on this stuff for years. So it ain't like I learned it first and then went out and tried to do it. I did it and didn't know what I was doing. You have the opportunity to do it and actually be consciously aware of what it is that you're doing. All right? If you're not making money right now, or if you're not at the rank that you truly want to be at right now, I promise you, the #1 cause for it is because you did not picture it. The #1 cause is actually broken focus. But broken focus has to do with picturing it. You're not picturing what it is that you really want. So if you're not picturing it all the time, do you really want it? Or does it just sound cool to say on the call? You have to This works just as good as it works for building. It works for trading too. Sometimes you got to trade in on big demo accounts so you can picture what it will look like your live account, what it will look like as your live account. All right. Some people think about being, you know, a thousandaire. Thousandaire is your goal. If I get to $10,000 a month, you got to start 10x on your goal. You got to turn your goal up. If nobody ain't told you all year, I'm going to tell you right now, you got to turn your goal up. Your goal is too weak. My goal was just $250,000 a month. That's too weak. If I keep my goal at $250,000 a month, I know I'll guarantee get to $25,000 a month. But that's probably as high as it's going to go. You got to turn your goal up. Stop thinking so small because you made that shit up. That's something you made up in your head. If you think you only going to get the Chairman 10 and that's good as it gets, guess what? You're right. If you think that, hey, by the end of 2021, I will have a combined net worth of $10 million bare minimum, guess what? You're right. But you have to picture it. You have to get your emotions evolved. You got to get it involved and they have to evolve. Your feelings have to become way more attached. That's where the pictures come into place. That's where your creed, what it is you're saying out your mouth. I say my goal card out loud so many times, it's ridiculous. When nobody's listening, when nobody's around me, I'm saying it. When I'm driving in the car, I'm saying it over and over and over and over and over again. I literally do it when nobody's around, and sometimes I'm embarrassed to do that in front of people. But it works, all right? So, most people don't get excited or motivated by the Rolls Royce or what financial freedom looks like or the massive bank account. You can't get your emotions involved behind that picture because you never experienced it. That was my reason. I couldn't get excited about a Rolls Royce. I never sat in one. So what did I do? I went to go sit in one. But obviously, this is not the time where you can just go to the dealership and sit in one or go look at the house or go look at these different things. So sometimes for some people, this will work. What I did for a period of time was I took the things that I didn't want. I took the stuff that I didn't want in my life, like having to shop at certain grocery stores and buy the lower brands. I vividly remember having to do that all the time. Save a lot. Get in the, the King Vitamin cereal. It was like the bootleg Captain Crunch. I vividly remember that. Pork hot dogs chopped up into pork and beans. I vividly remember that. I don't want that no more. You can't afford to feed me a hot dog today. I'm not eating no more hot dogs. So I had to think about the things that I didn't want. And I had to burn that into I don't focus on it, but I think about it, and it burns me to a point where I get up and I get into action. I gotta do something. I gotta talk to somebody. I gotta make something happen. Or I just start picturing the things I want to happen, and then I look up and things start happening on their own. Sometimes you don't even have to force the issue, because when it's forced, it's man-made. But when it just flows to you, you know where that came from. How many people wanted to flow to them? Put flow in the chat box. If you rather it just flow to you. Chairman just flows to you. Not saying you ain't doing no work. Don't get that confused with being lazy. Don't get that confused with being lazy. Well, I'm talking about that chairman flow. Your trading account flowing. All right? Make that list of the things that you don't want. All right? Give yourself reasons. You need reasons. You need to develop reasons why this has to work. List the reasons. Think about it. It was a story about a lady. She had a son, I believe. It was a little boy that got hit by a car, and he was trapped up under the car. And the mom, she didn't think about it. She didn't waste no time. She literally ran up to the car, was able to lift the car with one arm and pull her son out with the other arm. True story. And after the whole thing was over with, if you would have asked that lady to go and lift the car again with both arms, with all her might, with everything, she wouldn't have been able to do it. Why? Because she no longer had a reason to do it. But when her son was under the car and the adrenaline was pumping, and she didn't know if he was dead or alive, the reason was there. The strength came. She didn't have to go to a gym class or you know, do some squats. She didn't have to put on her weightlifting belt to not hurt her back. She didn't think about none of that. She just went out there and made it happen. That's the same mentality you got to have. It doesn't matter what I'm about to say on the second half of this call about the things you need to do. Utilize it, know the skills, it's important, but you gotta make a decision that this is going to work for you. The way you make that decision is by giving yourself several reasons why. Have I ever wanted to quit? Absolutely. I called Riyadh before and cursed him out. Right around that July when I didn't go to Dubai, by September I was cursing Riyadh out. Ask him. But he reminded me of my reasons why I got started in the first place. You have to figure that out not only for yourself, but you got to figure that out with people within your organization. All right. Now, I want to show you guys one more thing, and then we're going to get over into the little few little small bombs I want to drop on you guys. I think it's going to definitely help your organization. All right. So we've been talking a lot about supernatural. This is going to make everything that I just said kind of make sense. I'm gonna try to draw it up for you guys. All right. When you're looking for supernatural results, the way it happens, the way it flows. All right. One of the number one ways to get it to flow to you is through images. Images are so powerful. That's why I showed you the pictures. That's why Pat's got his image everywhere. The image is so powerful. It does a couple of things. All right. If it's trading, if you're a trader and you're on this call and you're like, oh, here they go with that building stuff, go print out a deposit with your name on it, a withdrawal with your name on it, with whatever amount you want it to be. Figure out a way to put the amount there or something. I don't know. But do what you got to do to trick your senses. All right. Because when you have images, this is going to allow you to not only see it, all right? This is going to allow you to see it, but it's going to do something for your emotions. It's going to get your emotions involved when you're seeing it all the time, all right? And then think about your on top of images, that's number one. Number two, the number two thing you got to have, all right? You got to have this as well. You got to have your creed. Your creed. The creed is the goal. The creed is the end result at some particular point in time. This is something you have to say multiple times a day, 7 days a week. Not just when you want to, or not just when you're put on the spot. You got to say it when nobody's looking, when nobody's listening. You can't lie to you. So don't lie to me and tell me you're saying it when you're really not. So if you're not as of now, figure out what your creed is. What's your creed? Pax got his creed right there. This is what he's saying all the time. Because when you say it all the time, that's going to automatically make you hear it. You're hearing it. When you're saying it, you're obviously hearing yourself. What that's going to do, that's going to do something to your emotion to get you to where you got to go. That's going to be a part of the supernatural, the unseen substance. Things just aligning, phone calls just being, people just reaching out to you. All of a sudden, somebody's in your organization is just going crazy with three-way. You don't know where this person came from. How the hell? All right? Obviously, with your creed, you're going to speak it. You got to see it in order to read it. That's why it's good to write it down. Yeah, you know about heart, but write it down anyway. Just so your eyes, which is one of your important senses, can get apart, get ends on the manifestation as well. All right? And when all those things happen, this is going to affect your feelings. This is going to affect your feelings. Obviously, if you feel like a chairman, guess what you're going to end up feeling in real life physically? You can't feel like it sometimes. You can't feel like it when your team is around you. You got to feel like it when you're in the shower. You got to feel like it when I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm taking a chairman dump. I feel it at all times. It don't go away. Multi-millionaire McCoy. Billionaire McCoy. Billionaire George. All right? From multiple streams. From entrepreneur. All right? So I really want to give you guys that. I'm gonna get off the spiritual side, right? I'm gonna get off the 90% side and shift gears real quick. And I want to talk about a few things that we have going on within the organization that some of you guys may know about, but a lot of people don't. So I definitely want to talk about it. Guys, we shifted the culture, all right? We shifted the culture, and I can't take blame for this. It was a lot of different influences that's been around me that really made this what it is, right? We shifted the culture. The culture right now is you gotta have the elite package, guys. You gotta be elite. You gotta be elite. It's not even a question no more. The 235, I don't even know. I'm never going to post talking about 235 again. Why? Because the 235, this is the average package. The average amount of people that join IM, they get that. They get this package. The average person does. It's not more people getting the least than they're getting the 235 package. The average people, the average person in IM has an elite, has a starter package. I don't want an average organization. I don't want average people joining my organization. If the 325 is going to stop somebody from joining, perfect. They wasn't supposed to join in the first place. If that $90 is really that's not the person I'm looking for no more. When I look, obviously, let's address the elephant in the room. We see Trade House killing it. They're doing the same thing they did around this time last year. Bryce just hit Chairman 500, and everybody's like, man, what are they doing that's different? What are they doing that's different? Me and Bryce have developed a relationship. Like, we be talking not every day, but we talk every now and then. And when I asked him a couple months back, and I'm like, bro, what are you really doing that's different, bro? Is there anything, like, you got all these different rumors out here, I know you hear it. Like, what are y'all really doing different, bro? This is like between me and you. And he's like, yeah, bro, it's not nothing really different. We're doing the same activity. We're doing the same work. I think my success is just built off of the caliber of people that I'm working with. We're not working with like a lot of like people who, you know, came in and didn't understand certain stuff. People already knew how to dress. People already knew I'm not getting on camera or getting on social media if I'm not shaped up and looking good. I'm not doing something. I'm not speaking a certain way. I dress a certain way. Like, it's the caliber of people. So if everybody's starting off with an average package, you're going to probably more than likely have an average community with average results. But guess what? Ever since people started turning up on the elite package, I've been watching certain organizations, and people are using different tools. There's nobody using the same tool. Me and my personals, we use Swipecoin, and we making money. All right? Some people are using Levels, and they're making bank. Some people are using Gold Cup and making a bag. Some people still with the harmonic scanner. Some people, more people than ever, are using Go Live. And now people trading NAS 100, US 30. You want to get the elite package, all right? You want to get the elite package. Another reason why it's very important to have the elite package All right, another reason. Give me 1 second. Another reason. It's right there. It's right there. It's 130 people less to go chairman if you build an organization of elites. 2 people less to go P6, 7 people less to go P1000. How many people on this call right now has somebody in their organization, or maybe you, and you're 7 people away, 10 people away from P1000? Imagine if your whole team was elites, you will already be way past P1000. How many of you right now have about 40 to 50, maybe 60 people in your organization, and you're not a P2000 yet? Imagine if everybody had an elite package, 56, you're making $2,000 a month. Imagine if you had 168, that's P5. Guys, Bryce, he's a chairman 500, all right? 30,000 members, but I'm pretty sure that it's not 30,000 members just off the strength of them changing up the compensation plan with the volume. The volume is very important now. All right? So really shift your mindset, not only on just the volume, not only just on, oh man, you know, I'm gonna get more volume for a person getting started with an elite package. Yes, that's true. But the odds of that person making profits and having success in their first 3 to 7 days goes up dramatically by them having an elite package. Without you, they don't have to necessarily hit your phone all the time. People can find their own rhythm. People can start just hitting you up like, yeah, bro, I made $1,200 today. Oh shit, let me get on Zoom with you and help you learn how to withdraw. You need to take that out. Good job. Testimonial story. All right? By having more elites in your organization, it's going to help you become more business owners and self-employed, because people are going to start having results without you. All right? With or without you. It gives you way more value. Another topic that I want to bring up is something that we got going on that the company implemented. I'm not even sure when they snuck this in there, but it's something called ACH. All right, ACH. And I want to actually bring somebody up who has been using this method of helping people get the ACH method as a way to keep their monthly subscription active. It's been able to help his organization keep people in way longer than normal. It solved the problem of signing somebody up with Bitcoin and them not having a card on file, so you know they go inactive next month pretty much no matter what, unless they go out their way to make their payment. It helps solve that problem dramatically, and he's just having a whole lot of success with it. So I want to bring up, are you ready, bro? I want to bring up one of the brand new Platinum 2000s, future Chairman 500, because all it takes is a little time. It's really already done for this guy. Somebody that everybody should be hitting up in his inbox saying, hey, listen, what's some of the tips that you're doing within your organization? Give me some of the nuggets. And also, guys, I don't know if you know, but he's a sneeze away from P5, like literally. All right, I want to bring up Pax to just come up and just share some nuggets, some mindset on what it is that we should do and how it's been working for you.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you, George. I appreciate for this training that you did for everybody. First, I do want to give it back to you real quick. Without your guidance, I wouldn't be here today. You know, you've been there, you know, ups and downs, you know, on my breakdowns, on my breakthroughs. You've been there. So I appreciate you for being there every step of the way. So thank you for everything, brother. So I just want to go over real quick, guys, a topic that obviously majority of us were able to sign up a lot of people using Bitcoin. So for us to be able to keep more retention, you know, there was a solution called the ACH. So I'm going to go over real quick how we can do that. If you guys can stretch yourself, if somebody's already enrolling people with Elite, you guys can probably turn it up. I know some people have been able to sign up, you know, 3 months Elite, 6 months, 12 months. That's the thing that you guys can do as well if you want to stretch your belief. So I'm going to show you guys how that works. So as soon as you guys sign somebody up using Bitcoin, Cash App, right? There's two ways that you guys need to pay attention first. Number one is ask this person if they have Cash App and if they already have their Bitcoin withdrawal already set up, because that's it takes a while. So you don't want to break the flow of momentum when you're signing somebody up. So one thing you can do, you can have him go through the form. Perfect. Just like have him choose Bitcoin, right? Because if there's somebody who you can't sign up using their card, Wells Fargo, all that stuff, we can use Bitcoin. So now all I'm telling, oh, perfect. Do you already have your Cash App? Is it verified yet? Oh, it's not verified. It's going to take us probably a day for us to be able to do that. One thing you can do now is you can send me the money since I already have mine verified. So now we can go ahead and sign you up today so you have access to everything. Does that sound cool with you? They're going to say yes, right? So they're going to send me the money. Now I got the money with my Cash App. I have them send probably over $15 because we know about the Bitcoin transaction. There's fees on it. So you want to make sure that, your money is not being affected by that. So now I'm going to go and sign them up using their account, right? And then after I sign them up, the first thing that I tell them to do, hey, let's go ahead and link your bank account so we can actually get your account up and running. That sound good? Perfect. Let's go ahead and log into your back office. And I'm going to show you guys how that works. You go to your personal information. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick. All right. I'm not going to tell them anything. I'm just going to tell them, hey, let's go ahead and then link your bank account. Boom. All right. Perfect. So can you guys see my screen? Put a number 1 if you guys can see my screen fine. So that I know we're seeing the same thing here. All right, perfect. So all I'm gonna do, first thing that I'm gonna walk them through, log on to their back office. Before I even show them my account, we set up like their broker's account, none of that. My first goal is for them to make sure that they go ahead and fill up the personal information and then go here, checking, right? Now I'm gonna tell them to update this. All right, change that and go ahead and update this. All that information, make sure that they get that plugged in, and now we can go ahead. And as soon as they get this done, all I'm gonna tell them, hey, perfect. Once you're done with this, we're gonna go and get you started with the basic training, help you, set up your trade, help you copy and paste so you can start pretty much profiting within the market. Does that sound cool? Perfect. So let's get this done. Let's knock it right out, and then call me right back when you get done. Sounds good? Perfect. So now I know for sure that I'm gonna have retention with that person, and it's gonna be automatic, right? So you don't want to do this right off the bat like ACH, because it's going to take 7 days for somebody to sign up. You always want to do Bitcoin first and then convert them to ACH. Some people are trying to go ACH first. Guess what? It's going to take you about 7 to 10 business days for that person. So after 2 weeks, before they're going to have their account up and running, they've already lost momentum and their excitement, right? So you guys, want to keep the momentum, get their excitement, and they keep the flow going, right? And then everything that you're going to tell, they're going to follow. Just be simple and be concise about how you conversate about this. All right. Don't make it a big deal. And then, now you have retention more in your business. So if they sign up as an elite, guess what? That's for sure. At least you keep them for 2 months. Some people even forgot about it. I have people that literally signed up for about a long time now. And, they haven't been active at all. And they're still, they're still within the business. Right. So, but obviously, you want to make sure that, these people, you still reach out to them and help them as much as they can for us to be able to support them on their trading journey. So that's pretty much it as far as retention. Does anybody have any question as far as this?
I have a question.
You guys get any value, any questions in mind? You guys are free to unmute your lines or type it in the chat box.
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Perfect. No questions. So if you guys got some value out of that, put
No,
some
no, no, no.
put some sevens in the chat
Bro,
box.
hey, yo,
Somebody
got
a
question.
If that will help you moving forward within your business. Put some sevens in the chat box if you think that that'll be a valuable tool for your business.
Hex.
All right, perfect. So that's pretty much it as far as my part. All right, I'm gonna pass it. All right, hold on, Aaron. You got any question? I don't know if I can hear you.
You can't.
Hi.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Shoot.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, loud and clear.
Okay, so what if they don't have a bank account? What if they're what if they have a prepaid card and you did it through the Bitcoin option? You would just have to keep doing it through the Bitcoin option, right?
Great question. So you don't want to do that. First thing that you want to ask this person to do, if they're really serious, have them set up a bank account.
Okay.
Go ahead and set up your bank account. I want to make sure that this is going to be my business partner. That's going to be there because if I'm really serious about working with this person, I'm looking into working with you probably like 1 year or 2 years or probably 5 years or until this is, like for the longest time. So you want to look at like the long term, because what you do will be duplicated. So if you're looking at it short term, like obviously they're excited, but your people is going to duplicate that.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not only about, you know, about them getting plugged in, but it's the mindset that you're duplicating within your people as well.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Perfect. Anybody else got any question? All right. Going once, going twice. All right, perfect, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it down to George. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, brother. And go, please, to take it away.
Okay. Drop some 777s in the chat for packs. Man, listen, I don't know if you caught that, but he just gave you a way to literally, I believe, that's going to help you retain your business at least a 33% or more. All right? You'll be able to retain way more than what you've been able to retain thus far. Some of you guys are doing an amazing job at retaining people in your organization because, listen, right now we're actually getting people paid. It's not a game. Everybody's getting paid. Everybody has some type of flyer. Somebody's being celebrated every day in some shape, form, or fashion. And I believe what Pat just shared with us, the nuggets that he just gave us, this is really going to transpire to you being able to retain not only your position, your residuals, your organization, but understand that 274 hits way different. I just paid my 274 this morning. That thing hits way different. As a matter of fact, I just paid my 274. I'm getting on Go Live tonight. I'm not using that in vain. Listen, it feels way different. All right, so you want to have elites, and you want to make sure that your organization is duplicating the ACH payment method. I'm doing this with people if they get started with a regular debit card. Still, ACH. You start with you know, whatever. Look, you don't have a bank account, you need to get a bank account. We're talking about trading. You want to secure your funds. You're not going to play no games with a debit or a prepaid or, you know, with crypto wallets, even though I'm not against crypto wallets. I have a lot of money in crypto wallets, but at the same time, you want to get people with bank accounts because this is a serious situation, all right? But people are making money right now. What I really want to talk about before we wrap this call up is now is the time where you can really convert a lot of traders, people who might have not pushed building on at all. People who have, you know, just been trading. They heard about the comp plan. They maybe never even heard about it. People who are like, hey, look, this is now one of the greatest times to be able to convert somebody from a trader to a trading builder, helping them secure a second stream of income. When you help your people and your organization make more money, I promise you nobody's going to get mad at you. I promise you that. Now, obviously, if somebody says, hey, look, I appreciate you showing me the opportunity of building the business, but I only want to trade, write this down. Never force a trader to be a builder. Never force a trader to be a trading builder. You just don't want to do that because this is a trading platform first. But now when you offer, when you pitch it, when you offer it, when you suggest it, because they know that this works, and if you do a good job at painting the picture of what's possible for somebody that stays consistent, now they're more inclined to want to do it. All right, so understand this. People are making money right now. All right, you got to do two things. Two things you want to focus on right now in this season right here. All right, one, you got to learn how to properly launch. I see a lot of people launching people in their organization, and I'm commending you for at least trying, at least attempting to do it. I definitely remember back in 2018, 2019, the beginning, it was really like me, JBL, and probably two other people that I could think of that was actually launching people. on a consistent basis. All right? So now you guys are actually launching people in your organization, and I love it. But please, you got posers, you got amateurs, and you got professionals. You definitely want to learn how to properly launch. Is my way the only way that works? Absolutely not. But if you're only listening to somebody who does not have the results that you want, that can be dangerous. Am I telling you not to listen to somebody who's not a chairman yet? Absolutely not. It's a lot of people that has not achieved the rank of chairman physically that has 100% of the information. But you want to listen to who they're listening to. You want to listen to the actual sources that your mentor could be listening to. All right? Look, I'm a chairman. I'm still learning. I'm still getting on opportunity calls and taking notes. Alexis is somebody, she's like a person away from P600. She hasn't even hit P600 yet. And I got a phone note full of notes on her presentation because she was saying things that I'm about to copy and use. All right? But as far as this topic is concerned, you got to learn how to properly launch somebody. All right? And hold that thought. The number two thing, now you got to learn, all right? Not just do it. Not just do it. Not just do it. You got to learn how to do it. You got to learn how to teach someone how to launch. I look at this as phase one and phase two. Most people on this call right now may be in phase one, right? You know how to launch people. You're getting flyers made. You're doing events with them. You're showing the plan for them. And that's nice. It's very nice. It's highly important. But you got to start learning now how to teach other people how to launch somebody else. How many people in your organization is showing the plan 4 to 6 times a week? Not how many times you're showing the plan 4 to 6 times a week. How many different people in your organization is showing the plan 4 to 6 times a week? That's going to be extremely important with scaling your business. Trainings don't make the money. Yes, this training is necessary. Yes, this may give you the sauce on what you need to go out and do to make the money. But if you don't apply the training, no money's going to be made. No rank ups is going to happen. No success stories is going to be because of you. You got to go out and apply it. All right? You got to go out and show the plan. That's applying it. Showing the plan makes the money. All right? So you got to learn how to launch people, and you got to learn how to teach somebody how to launch. I'm doing a call tomorrow. I'm going to do 2 calls tomorrow. All right? Just because I feel like some people are free, you know, during the day, some people are free at night. I don't want no excuse why nobody in your organization that even thinks they want to build the business or even think they want to get to and free don't know what it is they need to do. But I also want to make sure that nobody that's on this call right now doesn't understand or know what I mean by properly launch somebody. So tomorrow, I'm going to do 2 different trainings that's going to be for any and every builder, all right, on launching them. I'm going to do it 2 times. So do you want to get your new people on this call? Yes. Do you want to, you know, get the people that's P150 on this call? Yes. Anybody that wants to build a business, get them. You think they may want to build it, get them on the call tomorrow, and it's going to be 2 different times. All right? But I want you to show up no matter what and take notes on my teaching style. Take notes on the steps of what I'm telling people to do. So you can learn how to teach somebody else how to launch. So you can learn how to properly launch yourself. You can take somebody yourself and be like, hey, look, you know, what's your why? Okay, perfect. You know, watch this video. David's going to break down the compensation plan. All right, cool. What's your goal? What you're aiming for? All right, perfect. What we're going to do in the next 30 days. okay, it's lit. I'm gonna hold your hand every step of the way, but I can't do the work for you. All right, I'm gonna work with you, but I don't work for you. Let's go ahead and run. I'm gonna show you what is necessary. Just follow my lead. And then you get them to make a list, and you plan out your 4 to 6 meetings for that week, and you help that person go Platinum 150. You help that person go Platinum 600. But then you got to turn around and now teach that person how to do what it is that you just did with them for other people. Now, you may want to launch them a couple of times. I don't just launch somebody one time and then teach them. I launch them a couple of times so we can do it together a couple of times. All right? And then I want to see them do it, and I watch from a distance. All right? So you want to learn how to get through that process, definitely be on the training that we're going to do tomorrow for the entire organization. It's open to whoever, whatever, however, doesn't matter. If you're hearing this information, you got access. All right? I'm going to drop the times. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and make a decision. We're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to do the first call at the same exact time that this call started. 1 p.m. Central, I'm sorry, pardon me. I was in Chicago. I miss home. 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central, Chicago time, right? All right. So the same time that this call started tomorrow, that's going to be the first, same link, same password, same time, but it's for anybody that wants to build the business, what to do as a brand new customer, and how to get to P150, P600, P1000. And then, of course, I'm going to just touch briefly on 7 to 10 P1000s that get you the chair. All right. The last thing I want to talk about, all right, is in your organization, you got to have a system. But are you actually applying it? Do you have it in your personal organization? Not what Riyadh's doing. Not what Millionaire McCoy is doing. Are you creating a system, or are you leveraging a system? Because you could do either one and be highly successful. You can be the wave, or you can ride the wave, okay? You can be the wave, or you can ride the wave. That's what I did. I did a lot of wave riding. I did a lot of surfing, all right? I did. I leveraged. Why am I going to go against what Chad was telling me in the beginning if what Chad was doing was working? Why am I going to go against what Riyadh is doing if what Riyadh's doing is working? All right? So some of you guys got generational wealth. Some of you guys got new era. Some of you guys are leveraging herstory. They have a system that's getting people paid without you having to do every little thing yourself. You have to get conscious about creating a system within your organization. You can pull something from this system. You can pull something from that system. And you can pull something from that system and put it all together. Hey, I'm going to get all my people on herstory calls. I'm going to make sure they're taking Brittany Burrell signals. All right? Obviously, if you're not in her organization, you may have to throw a couple dollars for that. But it's worth it, right? Figure out what your system is going to be. All right? And when you have a system, this is how you know when you have a system. All right? It's two things that you got to focus on. You want to focus on the structure of the system. All right? And you want to also focus, this second part is very important. You want to focus on your ability to navigate someone through the system. Your ability to navigate someone through the system. So what's the structure of the system? You want to know my structure? You want to write it down? I get somebody started. Within the first 24 hours to 72 hours, I'm making sure no matter what, that they get some type of result. They don't have more than 235. They couldn't get the elite package. They don't have nothing to put in their trading account. I'm getting them a result in their demo. You're going to copy and paste something. And you're gonna understand, if I got it from a signal group, I want them to understand that that's where I got it from. I want them to understand the resource, where it came from. That's where the navigating comes in at. All right? That's where being a tour guide comes in at. I'm not just gonna say, hey, go to the signal group and, you know, throw enough mud on the ceiling until you figure it out. No, I'm gonna actually take you to the signal group. Hey, listen, bro, they just dropped. I know you just started yesterday. Look on your on Telegram. You see that signal that just dropped? Read it out loud to me. What do it say? All right, perfect. Let's go to MetaTrader 4 together. Let's put it in together. That trade lost, perfect. Get 2 more signals that's gonna win and make them in profit. Make her in profit. Get the results by any means necessary. Once they have the result, what's the structure of my system? I get the result. All right, trading wise, I get a result. What do I do after that? Number 2, I pitch the comp plan. How do I pitch the comp plan? I'm using tools. Very important. How many tools are flowing through your organization? How many different opportunity videos do you guys have? How many different tools that you got to actually show somebody what the compensation plan looks like? I'm not sitting up there doing all the talking. All right? I pitch them the compensation plan through a David E. Monetier video where he breaks down the compensation plan. I get back on the phone with him. You know how hard it's going to be to tell me that you don't want to do that part of the business now? After you just seen Big Dave talk about how powerful it is? You know how hard it's going to be for somebody to just say, you know what, George? I seen the video, but I think I just want to trade. Somebody is at least going to attempt. And then if they see that this isn't for them, then they'll figure it out from there. But they're at least going to attempt to do it. And guess what happens with that one attempt? They may bring you that one person that ends up blowing up their business and your business. All right? I pitch the comp plan. If somebody do say they don't want to do it, they only want to trade, definitely let them trade. Don't try to convince somebody to do something that they don't want to do. We're not bringing people into that's not the culture. That's not the vibe. All right? But you got to make it look good. If you don't make it look good, why do stores put mannequins in front of the store? I got to be able to picture, word of the day, picture it, picture myself in the outfit. David does a good job of painting the picture of what it looks like to build this business. All right? What do I do after that? I'm gonna drop the video in the chat box right now. You can copy and paste it. You can drop it in your group chats, whatever you gotta do. But definitely use this, all right, to help people understand what's going on in the compensation plan. This is a good time for you to be the preview, not the movie. Big Dave, let him be the preview. Let him be the movie. Let him be the entree. You be the advertiser, all right? Pitch it. After we pitch it, now we come up with the plan, all right? What's the goals, right? That's the structure of my system. I find out your goals, long-term, short-term. Number 4, I find out your why. Why and goals are 2 different things. Stop getting them confused and thinking it's the same thing. Why and the goal is 2 different things. You need both. After I do that, now it's the list. After I do that, now it's the op card. Now we 4 to 6 times a week. 4 to 6 times in a week. All right, then what? 3 ways. Then what? We track it. We track all the people who said they're gonna start later. You gotta figure out your system. All right? And you gotta have the system so good and so effective that it's getting results and it's at least a 7 out of 10. If this ain't working for 7 out of 10 people, then you need to redo your system, and it's probably the structure of it. Some of you guys are getting them to make a list before you figure out their goals and their why. All right? That's why I said the structure of the system is very important. And then you got to be good as far as navigating through the system. You want to bring people through the system. And then after you do it, go back through the system again and let them know, hey, remember when we did this? I did that first for a reason. Hey, remember when we did that? I did that second for a reason. So now they can get the psychology of what it is that you're doing. This is how you get the business in somebody, not on them. You want to end them. All right? This business is, if it was just on me, I would have been fell off. All right? I don't want to take up too much more time. I can't even see the time. What time it is? All right, perfect. The last thing I do want to mention, though, outside the system, all right, and this is a part of the system. This is a separate training I'm going to do on another day, but this is something that I feel like 80% of the people on the call, if you got better at this one thing, your results are going to go crazy. All right? If you get better at this one thing, I actually believe that your results are going to go crazy. And that's knowing how to close a three-way call. Not even all the time a three-way call. It could just be you closing your own prospects. Because guess what? I'm going to be honest. I'm not doing three ways with nobody. I get somebody, I get them in the business. I'm not doing three ways no more. I'm past that point. Some of you are not past that point, and it's okay. Utilize the three-way method. All right? But you have to get to the point where you're doing three ways for other people. You're not launching somebody and then saying, hey, JBL, hey, look, I just launched this guy named Mark. Can you do his three ways for him? No. You handle the three ways. You close the deal. All right? You close the deal. And I'm going to actually give you guys a script that I've been using. People around me are using it, or parts of it, and it's very effective. All right? I don't think I never did an actual training or like put a script together giving that. And I definitely want to give you guys that. But the one thing I will say is it all revolves around confidence and posture. Confidence and posture. All right, that's what really a lot of this revolves around. Confidence and posture. You have to be 100% confident in what it is that you're selling, what it is that you're a part of, and what your goal and vision is. 3 people can tell me no back to back to back. Don't answer my calls, hang up in my face, call it a scam, say Forex doesn't work. Oh man, only rich people do that. Only older people do that. That's never going to work for you. It could be 3 people that say that in a row or 300 people that's going to say it in a row. But guess what? I'm so confident I'm going to hit my goal. I'm so confident in the end result. I don't give a damn what comes in front of me. I'm still going to have the same confidence and the same posture as if it's already done. I assume, when I get on a 3-way call, I assume the close. I assume that you want to get started. I don't ask you if you want, hey, so do you want to go ahead and sign up? No, listen. Hey, look, so you got any other questions for me or anything you feel like you need to know before you get started? Or do you think it'll be more so questions and things you'll have for me as you're getting started? Those are the only 2 options. It ain't no, well, do you want to ask me some questions so you can figure out if this is for you or not? No, it's for you. I made a decision a long time ago that this is for anybody. But you gotta be able to say that without saying that. I can't tell somebody that on the phone. You're gonna scare them away. It's gotta be said through your confidence and through your posture. All right. But that's something that maybe needs to be its own call by itself. All right. And I will probably do that tomorrow night. Yes, Millionaire McCoy is in the field. I'm back. I don't know. I was there, but I don't feel like I'm back. I'm sweating right now. I'm all in. Some of you guys are about to hear from me in ways like, damn, you ain't never called my phone this much. What's up with this guy? All right. Confidence and posture. That 3-way training, I'm gonna do that tomorrow night. I'm gonna just drop it in the group chat. I'll record it. But you definitely want to feel the energy. You want to be on the call. This is the absolute last topic that I want to talk about. I don't really need the marker no more. But the last thing, I'll write it on the board. Very important word. and I feel like this is appropriate to end this this locker room training. It's two laws that I believe wholeheartedly in. And ever since I started applying these laws in my life, yes, I curse, I listen to rap music, sometimes you don't have to be a perfect saint to live off of laws and principles. And two laws, well, really three. One is a piece of the self-confidence formula. Don't involve me in no transaction that doesn't benefit everybody involved. That's like the newest thing that I can say I honestly started living by, and now it's showing in my results. It's showing in my life. I don't want to do now. If I know this person, I'm not about to sign you up or force somebody, trick somebody. No. The transaction got to benefit everybody. All right. But I believe in the law of sowing and reaping. All right. I believe in the law of sowing and reaping. And I also believe in the law of giving and receiving. There's no such thing as something for nothing. All right. You could do the ACH. You could do elites galore. You can show the plan 5 times a day for 30 days straight. But you have to give up something that I believe you somewhat enjoy, you somewhat like, right? Something that is probably a part of your habits, something that you don't necessarily want to give up. It's easy to say, hey, I'm going to give up eating pork when I don't eat pork. That doesn't count. You can't lie. You can lie to me and say, hey, you know, me giving up pork was big. But you can't lie to yourself. You know you ain't ate pork in 4 years. What are we talking about right now? You got to give up something in order to get exactly what it is that you want, no matter what happens. We're talking about no matter what results right now. That's what supernatural is. Supernatural results equals no matter what results. It's going to happen no matter what. Supernatural results is no matter what. It's going to happen no matter what. But the way to ensure that that happens, you have to sacrifice something. You have to give up something. All right? For those, some people don't know, hey, look, yeah, I went chairman 2019, I lost it. I be ranked. I did. Part of the game. When it was time for me to get it back and I was all in and I needed some no matter what results, I gave up a few things. It was a 30-day fast, 30 days. Gave up a few things. Now, what I gave up, that's not important. But it was some things that's attached to me, things that I like to do. Things that was, you know, something I was doing probably daily or weekly. I had to give up some things. And now all of a sudden I look up 30 to 45 days later, damn, I got back what I was trying to get back. Did I do some work? Absolutely. It's you don't want to just sacrifice and not do the work. That doesn't add up. Think about a farmer, for example. They don't just go outside and just throw some corns or kernel of corn down. They don't just throw the seeds down and then say, all right, you know, I'll be back for the harvest in 45 days. No, it don't work like that. They get out there and they hoe that thing. They get out there and they cultivate the garden. They water it. All right, they flip it and all types of different things that I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I know for a fact that they do some type of work on top of planting the seed. So when you sacrifice, that sacrifice is equivalent to planting a seed for expectancy. I'm sacrificing, I'm giving this thing up because I expect something to come to me in return. I expect the law of giving and receiving to work. The law of sowing and reaping to work. I'm expecting that to happen. I have full faith on it. But you got to put in the work also. That farmer goes out there, they plant those seeds, they cultivate the garden, they do the watering, they twist and turn and whatever they do. A few months later, they have a harvest. And a lot of here's the secret. We're going to end on this. A lot of the time, they get way more than what they expected to get in the first place. They get way more than what they originally expected to get in the first place. I know 2 months ago, I'm gonna be transparent. I'm like, man, I just need to get chairman back. I get chairman back, it's lit. I'm gonna go crazy from there. I gave up this, I gave up that. I focused, put in the work. Pleasing personality, going out my way, bending my back for people, going the extra mile. People do stuff that I don't like, I don't talk about it, I don't speak on it, and I don't feel it. I forgive instantly. Sacrifice. I sacrifice the ego. Still doing it. It's a such law as sowing and reaping and giving and receiving. All right, and usually if you do it with full faith, you're gonna get more than what you asked for in the first place. Because now we're literally back a sneeze away from the next rank. It's lit, right? I'm very, very excited about what's going on, but I'm not even like, man, I'm so locked in on just helping people. I want to drop so many flyers in the month of May. We did April showers all April. We've been, I got to shout out Abby. I got to shout out Pax. I got to shout out all these different people that I've seen just wholeheartedly just pour into their organization. Vince, getting on Go Live. Canapreneur getting on Go Live with his whole org, pouring. Chubbs, pouring. Everybody got their own group chats now. My group chat, there's a lot of people in it, but everybody communicating. Chubbs still dropping value in every group chat possible. You gotta understand that those things are adding up. It's just a matter of your harvest. Matter of time for your harvest. This ain't hype talk. This ain't, oh, let me motivate you. Yeah, I hope you get motivated, but I'm telling you the God honest truth. These are principles and things that I did not know just a few years ago. I did not know these things when I first started this business. All right? Picture success. Picture what it's going to look like. Picture the harvest and go out there and do the farmer's work. So with that being said, guys, I hope you all got some type of value in some shape, form, or fashion. Man, we about to end April with so much momentum. Whew. We got an event going on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern, Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern. And then Saturday and Sunday, we're doing 4 events each day. That's how we coming. That's how we coming. We cultivating the hell out this yard. Let's get it, Abby. Let's get it, Jamar. Let's get it, Terrell. It's that time. Oh. It's that time. It's that time. So listen. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this call. Tomorrow, I will be doing 2 different launch trainings for anybody that want to learn the PS3 method and they want to learn the 3-way method, the edification triangle. If you're going to get your people on that call, the only thing that I ask is that you get them that video of David Imonitie breaking down the compensation plan. It's going to be no point in them getting on the call to learn how to launch if they don't know what the hell they're launching for. An astronaut is not trying to build a spaceship to go outer space if they don't know that that's where they're going. They're not building a spaceship to go to Australia. They got airplanes and jets for that. They got to know exactly where it is that they're going, and it's better to hear it from a third-party tool instead of you. Start using tools. How many tools is flowing through your organization? How many third-party tools are flowing through your organizations? If I give them the video for them to watch how the organization is built, before I give them the video for them to see what it is that we do, when you use videos as tools, that's going to save you time. When you save yourself time, that's going to give you more instances to pique more people. The more people you can plant the seed on, the more your harvest will grow. Do you know how many different times where I've sent videos to different prospects and man, as soon as I get off this three-way, I gotta hurry up and call this one because they got the video 30 minutes ago and I gotta boom, boom, boom. Use that video to save yourself time so you can talk to more people. Besides you taking 30 minutes out and trying to explain everything on the board yourself. It's a time to get on the board and it's a time to leverage your tool. Please learn the difference. It's a time to get on the board or get on social media, do the training yourself, and then it's a time to leverage the tools. All right? So tomorrow I'm going to do that at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm going to do it again at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now let's do it a little later. Let's go for tomorrow Sunday. I know JBL has a team call. Yeah, we're going to do 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? So 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., I will be breaking down how, let me write that down, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., all right, I'll be breaking down edification, three-ways, peak and interest, how to do a Zoom call, the mentality of 4 to 6 presentations a week, Platinum 150 to Platinum 600, the Platinum 1000, the 7 to 10 Platinum 1000 as chairman. We'll go over all that stuff. But you may want to be on that call as well if you don't know how to teach it in the right order, in the right structure. I want to help you structure your system. Figure out your own swag and your own way of doing it, but just come on, probably hear from somebody who has a little bit of results. Like, I think I got a little bit of success. And just take, some salts, some gems, and apply it into your own business, right? With that being said, I will tell you guys, it's probably going to be a late night call, but I'm going to do a training tomorrow night as well on three-way calls. On three-way calls. Is that a question, somebody got? Yeah, I'm going to do a training tomorrow night on how to do three-ways effectively, like closing stuff. Like people are signing up for elite packages, all right? Literally, all right? So that's all going on tomorrow. I hope you guys got some value. I love each and every single one of you. And as soon as outside open back up, y'all know where we going. The beaches and the banks. God bless y'all. Be safe. I'll see y'all on the call tomorrow.